Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're executing a very precise technical walkthrough. We're totally bypassing third-party software and using native operating system tools to build a bootable pendrive entirely from scratch. Okay, let's dive right into this. As our source material clearly points out, you really don't need Rufus, and you definitely don't need to download any external software to get this done. Windows actually has a highly capable set of tools built right into the command line. We're going to extract the exact methodology to get this done efficiently, reliably, and literally in under 5 minutes. So here's our structured sequence for today. First, we'll look at the built-in Windows solution, then go through requirements and warnings. After that, we'll launch the command prompt, execute our diskpart commands, handle mounting and copying, and finally, get ready to boot. Let's move directly to step 1. Section 1. The built-in Windows solution. Relying entirely on native tools really removes friction from your workflow, and it inherently increases your system's overall security. This methodology is absolutely universal. Whether you're operating on Windows 10, Windows 11, or even an earlier version, these exact steps are going to execute flawlessly. There are absolutely no downloads required, and the whole turnaround time is less than 5 minutes. Section 2. Requirements and critical warnings. Now, before we open up any command lines, we need to verify our prerequisites to ensure a smooth execution. So the crucial point is making sure your hardware and files are prepped and ready to go. You really only need 2 simple things: a USB pen drive with an absolute minimum of 8 GB of storage and your target Windows ISO file securely downloaded to your local drive. However, before you do anything else, please heed this system warning. This process will completely erase everything currently stored on your pen drive. Seriously, pause right now and back up any important files. Once we execute the clean command in the next phase, that data is permanently gone. Section 3. Launching the command prompt. All right, with our backup secured, it's time to begin the execution phase. You're going to follow these exact steps to initiate the utility. First, press the Windows key plus R to open up your Run dialog box. Second, type CMD and hit Enter to pull up the command prompt. Third, type diskpart and hit Enter again. Now, if Windows asks for administrative permissions at this stage, just click Yes. You're now securely inside the disk partition utility. Section 4. Executing diskpart commands. This is the core sequence of this explainer, so pay careful attention to the syntax here. The exact phrasing is strictly required. First, type list disk into the prompt and press Enter. The system's going to process that for a second and then output a numbered list of all the physical drives currently connected to your machine. And this brilliantly illustrates what you'll be looking at. You must identify your specific pen drive strictly by checking its storage capacity in that list. For instance, Disk 0 might show up as 1 terabyte. Well, that's your main hard drive. Disk 1 might show as 14 or 16 gigabytes. That's your target pen drive. Do not rush this step, okay? Identifying the correct disk number is absolutely paramount so you don't accidentally wipe your computer's primary hard drive. Once you've identified your specific disk number, let's accelerate our pace a bit through the configuration. Step 1. Type select disk, followed by a space in your specific number. So for example, select disk 1. Step 2, type clean and press Enter. This command completely wipes that selected drive. Step 3, type create partition primary and hit Enter. This basically structures the newly wiped space so it can actually hold the operating system files. Right, now we need to format that primary partition. Type format fs equals ntfs, quick, and press Enter. Let's break down why this exact syntax matters. FS just means file system. NTFS dictates the specific format required for modern Windows installations, and adding the word quick ensures you aren't stuck waiting around for a standard, lengthy formatting process to complete. To wrap up the command line portion of this explainer, we just need to execute 2 final commands. Type active and press Enter. This marks the new partition as active, which is the specific flag that tells your PC's motherboard that it can actually boot from this drive. Finally, type assign and press Enter. This mounts the drive, automatically assigning it a letter so it becomes instantly visible and accessible inside this PC. You can now safely close out of the command prompt.
Section 5. Mounting and copying files.
So we are officially out of the terminal environment and back into the standard Windows graphic interface for the final payload delivery. Go ahead and navigate to the Windows ISO file you prepared earlier, right-click that ISO and select Mount, which basically opens it up just as if you'd inserted a physical DVD. Now, simply select all the internal files revealed inside, copy them, and paste them directly into the root folder of your newly formatted pen drive. Section 6. ready to boot. Once that file transfer reaches 100%, your drive is fully prepared. Let's look at this timeline together real quick, because it proves the source's original claim perfectly. Minute 1, you launched CMD and diskpart. Minute 2, you securely cleaned and partitioned the drive. Minute 3, you formatted the system to NTFS and assigned a drive letter. Minute 4, you mounted your Windows ISO. And by minute 5, you copied all the files over. You now hold a fully operational, bootable drive built entirely from scratch, cleanly and securely, in just 5 minutes. It's incredibly efficient once you see the logical, step-by-step flow mapped out like this, which really leaves us with a fascinating final thought. If you don't actually need extra third-party software to build a highly technical tool like a bootable drive, what other native Windows tools are you completely underutilizing? Sometimes the most powerful solutions are literally already installed on your machine. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. Stay curious, stay focused, and we'll catch you next time.